Hello and welcome, this is Azdrerios speaking, and you're watching my Castlevania Dracula X Perfect Run series. Last time we left off, we got through Dalehin and his lovely stage, which was basically a nest of Medusa heads, or troll heads as I like to call them. So far, things haven't been all that difficult really. But it's about time that little detail changed. Next stage, which is called Dungeon, is just frustrating as heck. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's already taken me like a million tries to beat this place without getting hit. But I've started this challenge, so why the heck not finish it too? Let's not waste any more time. Stage 4, here we come. So, like in the previous stages, we begin with a relatively easy area, full of enemies that don't really pose any potential threat to you. Ghouls. They are as slow as ever and easy to dispatch. As I practiced this stage, I noticed something kinda wacky about the keys item crash. Like most item crashes, this one renders you invincible for a short period of time and lifts you up. You can actually use the item crash to defeat normally inaccessible enemies on high platforms. While its range is limited, it doesn't consume hearts, which is kinda cool to be honest. And since we're pretty much forced to hold this sub-weapon for a while, I'm not complaining. If the game decides to play cheap and take out my sub-weapons, you can guess I'm not gonna play by the rules either. The skeletons in this room tend to be quite problematic without that trick. So I don't know, it's a pretty good thing I noticed it. Okay, what's next? Meet the main gimmick of the dungeon, Press. We also get the red axe armor, which is basically an upgraded version of its blue counterpart. They've learned this fast charging move that they use to rush the player. It can be a little tough to evade at times, especially if the game decides to throw bats into the mix as well. As for the press traps, they're almost identical to the ones seen in Mega Man 2, except you can jump on them. And the game designers felt like they wanted to make that trick mandatory at times, so that's its own challenge. And here we have another new enemy, Skullhead, which is, bet you didn't see it coming, a floating skull. They wouldn't be so much of a problem were it not for the fact that they take 2 hits to dispatch. You will have to time your attacks perfectly if you want to avoid getting hit. But oh no, they're far from the worst thing to befall on us in this stage. Just wait and see. Thank you for saving me, Richter. But Annet is trapped in another place. Please save her. Yeah, our princess is in another castle. Oh joy. All joking aside, that was our first damsel in distress. 1 down, 1 more to go. Yeah, as meaningless as she is in this game, you still need to rescue Maria Renaud if you want to get the best ending. So opening that door is actually a pretty good idea. Okay, here's where things get really difficult. I mean, really goddamn difficult. Once again, we have a new enemy. Fleamen, aka Hunchbacks. Tremble in fear, your random pattern is here. Hunchbacks are pretty much the worst enemy in this whole goddamn game. Yeah, they're even worse than Medusa heads. Why, you ask? Because they don't have any kind of rhyme or reason when things go to their movements. They just hop and skip and jump and dash and fly all over the damn place, giving you next to no chance of predicting what they'll do next. On their own, they aren't really all that bad, but when combined with presses, spikes, the fact that you aren't allowed to use subweapons and blood skeletons, a new enemy which I'm gonna be covering a little later, they become really dicey. So dicey, in fact, that your best bet of surviving without getting tagged is by running away and hoping they follow you to a more safer area. Yeah, I'm a bat whistle. And as another testament of the Hunchback randomness, sometimes they just disappear into thin air. Not that I have anything against that, mind you, but you never know if they're just somewhere off screen, waiting for you to come close. The only tactic that seems to work most of the time is just ducking and whipping like crazy. And even that fails sometimes. And as some of you might know, there's supposed to be a hunchback up there in the ceiling, just waiting for a chance to drop down and tackle you. I wasn't really sure if he was still there, so running back and forth seemed like a good idea at the time. But no matter how difficult the obstacle, tenacity overcomes it. You can just guess how happy I was to finally beat this stage. Oh, and while we're here, I might as well show you guys just why I don't give a rat's behind about points in this game. Blood skeletons are enemies you can't take out permanently, no matter what you do. Once you take one down, it'll get back up in a matter of seconds. What does that have to do with points? Watch and learn. See that? Every time you knock one off its feet, the game gives you 100 points. Sure, it takes a lot of time, but technically speaking, these things are an infinite source of points. Yeah, Konami really didn't think this one through. And here we have another crossroads. If we go to the left, we'll encounter the boss of this stage, Minotaur. If we go through the door, we'll make our way to the next secret stage. And since we're going for the best ending, we're taking the door. In the end of episode 3, I told you guys things would get much tougher. I wasn't wrong with that. A lot of things can go wrong here. Skullheads, hordes of bats, hunchbacks. Oh god, the hunchbacks. Pretty much everything in here was a potential threat. And what's the result? Lots and lots of outtakes for you guys to enjoy. Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Guess he wanted to ask me something. Bad timing, bad backflipping, bad gaming, bad everything. Go me! Oh my god, that was so much fail. I guess that's what you get for trying to show off. Never gonna do that again. That didn't just happen. That didn't just happen. Whole new levels of fail, everyone. Whole new levels. God damn it. My god, there's a lot of you. Oh, fuck. Yeah, oh, fuck. Oh. I didn't quite make the jump, did I? Okay. Oh god, no. Ugh. I hate this place. I hate it, 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 I hate it. I hate this place, I hate it. Oh. In case you didn't notice, I really kinda didn't like this place so much. That was definitely some rage there. Anyways, about this stage. First of all, this is by far the hardest one in the game. And this might come back to bite me in the behind sooner or later, but this could just be the hardest one in the entire game. But seeing that I said the exact same thing for Dalayan stage, I fear for the future. I really do. But enough of that. I think this is an ample opportunity for me to say I'm extremely sorry for taking this long to make a new episode for you guys. As some of you might know from the bulletins I've posted in my channel from time to time, there's been a lot happening in my life as of late. Thanks to school and on-the-job learning, mostly. Those two have been draining me a lot, leaving me kinda irritated and frustrated at times. So I haven't had much energy up until now. I also have a couple of secret projects I've been working on for many months now. So, yeah. All of those have been really affecting my motivation for making new videos. Oh yeah, and it didn't really help that stage 4 was ridiculously difficult, honestly. I know these aren't probably the best reasons you've heard, but they've all I've got. What else can I say? However, I do intend to pick up the pace from now on. Starting from today, there will be a new episode every 2 weeks. Yeah, it's not the best you can get from the internet, but what can you say? I have a life. Deal with it. Anyways, I'm fairly sure this marks the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and here's hoping you'll join me in the next one. This is Azdrerios, signing out.